topic close to your heart.
T-shirts.
Please, can you ask Lee what he recommends to drink during comp preparation? There are many opinions on drinking normal water versus purified water, which contains no minerals, sodium, etc. If he recommends purified water without minerals, sodium, etc., how many weeks before comp to start drinking such water?
I drink tap water. Because you need some minerals in there. You're going to drink the distilled water that you can get from a garage that says do not drink. You can use that, but if you're going to use that, you only use that the last 3 days or so, not a week or two before. Drink normal tap water till then, but then the last 2 or 3 days you can drink that distilled water, because your body does need some minerals and sodiums and stuff like that. So I wouldn't go crazy. Like I said, I know people that wouldn't brush their teeth because there was sodium in toothpaste and silly things like that, but you do need a certain amount, and the little bit that's in even in tap water isn't going to smooth you out, so you just get a better pump. So as long as you're not adding sodium to your food, you're not having sauces that last week or whatever, you can still just have tap water like I normally did, or you can switch to the distilled stuff. But like I said, only the last 3 days or so is what I'd recommend on distilled water.
So you've never drank distilled water?
I have, yeah, but I didn't really notice a huge difference from tap water to distilled water. So like I said, there's nothing where you'd say, wow, that made a huge, magnificent distinction in your body. So water's water really. So like I said, having a few minerals is probably a bit better than having none, because like I said, you're going to cramp up and do all the other stuff. You've already depleted your body as it is, so having a little bit's not going to hurt you that bad.
And I know you're not a big fan of bottled water.
No, it's a rip-off.
What's the most you've ever paid for a bottle of water?
I don't know, it'd probably be Evian, wouldn't it, when I've had to buy that, $6, $7, $8. But like I said, now, when I was in Brazil last time, Nestle brought up all the major waterfalls in Brazil, so it's pretty sad. But like when you said, you see a litre of milk or 2 litres of milk for $1 or $2, you go to the checkout at the supermarket and there's a bottle of Coke, for $1.50, or you can buy 2 litres of Coke sometimes for $2. So you got 2 litres of Coke, but then a small 250ml or 300ml bottle of water is $4, $5. So it's the biggest scam in the earth, unless you're living in a place where the water's that contaminated that you have to buy bottled water. Seriously, the water around here is fine to drink. Like when I lived in LA, people go, oh, the LA water, blah, 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 I don't want to drink that. Like, you fucking breathe in the air, you dickheads. Have you seen what's in the fucking LA air?
Yeah.
What are you going to do, walk around with a fucking breathing apparatus on? So fucking hell, just drink the fucking water. Stop being so paranoid. They're making billions and billions of dollars off you fucking dickheads buying bottled water that don't need it. And then they buy the fancy ones. I'm going to buy the fucking nice glass bottle because that looks fucking super duper when I'm at the fucking gym and shit like that. If you're that paranoid about it, go to fucking Bunnings, go somewhere, put one of those water filter things on your tap at home, and then just fill your own fucking bottles, for God's sake. It doesn't take rocket science. The money you're spending on bottled water, you could buy one of those filter things for your system at home, or even buy one of those jugs that has the filter thing on the top that you fill it with water and it drips through and filters your water for far less than you're spending on fucking bottled water. Use your fucking noggin, you dickheads. Stop buying bottled water, you don't need it. You're not living in fucking Africa where there's fucking shit in the water, or out in the fucking deserts of fucking Ethiopia, or fucking drinking out the river in India. Fucking just go and fucking drink normal water. Idiots, I tell you. Fucking biggest suckers in the world.
But we are spoiled in Sydney. Like we've got, I reckon, one of the best drinking waters. Like I know some places near the coast, like the chlorine's really strong.
But I think it's a lot of bullshit too. I think people are destined to believe that. Because I watched a show once where they actually did a survey on people. They got real bottled water, Evian, they did all this. I wish I'll have to try and find it. It was on YouTube or somewhere. Evian, all these fucking Perrier. And then they went and got around the different parks just to fucking tap water out of the bubblers in parks around different cities. And 80% of the time, people pick the fucking tap water in the park. Well, that's beautiful, that's refreshing.
Yeah.
And all the other ones, Evian, and that, well, it has like a bit of a dirty taste to it. So it's real fucking conditioned to be dickheads half the time. It's like, just because someone says, well, this is a bottle of water, like, oh, this tastes really light, it's fresh and that. Okay, well, you picked the one from the bubbler over there. What, really? Well, that's shocking to know, because it actually is like, see, so Fucking people believe anything. It's like half that water you buy in the bottles is probably just gone from the local tap just through one little filtration system. And they say, yes, comes from the mountains of Kosciuszko.
Yeah.
The guy's fucking lives in Mount Kosciuszko, so he's not lying, is he? Comes from his tap in his house in Mount Kosciuszko.
Yeah.
He puts it through one filter and bottles it. So fucking hell. People believe anything. And they're making billions of dollars from people buying a commodity like fucking water. Fucking ridiculous.
And have you ever been to Mount Franklin? Is there a Mount Franklin?
No, I don't know, is there? I'll have to go look for it.
Yeah, well,
Or the Arrowhead Springs and all these other things they
Yeah.
have. There's so many, yeah.
well, what's the big one in America? Is it Fiji or?
You got Arrowhead water in America. There's Arrowhead, a place called Arrowhead in the mountain, but I'm not sure if I went up there once. I didn't see any water bottling facilities.
yeah, there's massive.
I might start one up in Nevada.
Yeah.
Nevada water from the desert of Nevada.
Yeah.
They tap the spring out there in the desert. It's like, people believe anything. Like I said, it's all probably the same water coming from the same thing. It's like a Coca-Cola company or Nestle and them. Probably just water coming from their tap in the factory and they put it through a filter system like you can do at home and they give you your fucking water. Simple as that. So many filter systems out there. Go on eBay or go to your fucking local Harvey Norman and that. They all sell them. You can put on your kitchen tap or you can just use the basic jug one that filters it while it's sitting in the fridge or on the counter. You're going to save yourself hundreds of dollars every year, but no, I want to buy my Perrier. Dickhead, you deserve to be fucked up, you idiot.
Yeah. No, it's.
Say no to bottled water, and it's good for the environment because then we don't have all these fucking plastic bottles everywhere, okay? You can fill up your own. We're not talking about transgender right now. You can fill up your own bottles at home, reusable bottles, so there you go. Good for the environment. Woolworths should stop selling bottled water, shouldn't they? And Coke. And everything else that comes in a plastic bottle. And Coles too. Can't just pick on Woolworths and Coles and Aldi. If it doesn't come in glass, stick it in your ass. That's the same.